Hi everyone, hope you're fine. Today we are looking at the Numark Mixtrack Pro FX. So it's a 2-channel controller. You have the Platinum FX with 4-channel controller, and this one 2-channel controller we will see after the 4-channel, the Platinum. Today is the Mixtrack Pro FX. So 2-channel directly on Serato DJ Lite and Serato DJ Pro. You can make the upgrade between them with maybe more or less $100 euros, and we will see in this video the difference between them. For the connections, in the front you will have the 2 jack output for your headphone, and on the back you will have the mic input, 6.35 jack, the not the MIDI, USB cable or the USB port for your computer, and master output with LCA and the level here. Then let's continue with the navigation, the browse. You can see you can browse all your playlist or your sound. You have just to push on the little knob here to switch between playlist and maybe this one or maybe this one. And track, you have to push 1 here for the left deck and 2 for the right deck. And if you want, you can make a double push to have the instant double. You see, if I push this track here and unstable here, I can make something like that and make little pass. Or something like. So first the mixer part and then the deck part. You have a gain control. If you don't understand how the gain, the trim control is very important, and it's more important than check the little case for the auto gain, auto trim. You can see my video directly on the link in the beginning of the video. And I will show you the importance of the gain level control or trim control. So first, gain control, triple equalization, high, mid, low, minus infinite for Serato DJ Lite and Serato DJ Pro. After you will have a little filter here, low pass, high pass, and you can make this filter with the FX we will see after. Little PFL control, Q control, you can listen to the channel 1 in your headphone, channel 2 in your headphone, you can listen both. And you have a little balance here between PFL and master control, and you have your level, the headphone level here. After you will have 2 faders and 1 crossfaders. You can adjust the curves of the crossfader directly in Serato DJ Lite, and you can modify the curve of the faders in Serato DJ Pro. So only crossfader for Serato DJ Lite. You have the mic volume control here, your master output here, and a new FX section. So you should have the you should find the FX part near this section here, but now it's in the middle with large button like that to apply the FX, so it's pretty cool. You can select up to 6 favorite FX in Serato DJ Lite. You can also choose those FX we will see after, but you can have those favorite FX and the other FX directly on this panel. So first, high pass filter. You can, of course, have just a moment the FX, or every time with the old part. You see. After low pass, it's a little repetition of this FX, but what is cool is when you have the echo reverb, you can also make a filter here. So low pass. After flanger, With the flanger, like always, I say that you should make it with a large beat, like 8-bit for example, and at a little part of the track allows not the FX not to be too strong. And you can, like I said, apply the filter. After the phaser, it's the same. Reverb. Let's see here. And the echo. Oh, maybe it's better to do it in 1 bit, for example. Yeah, 8-bit, you have to wait 8-bit to have 8-bit echo, of course. And like I said, you can apply the FX if you want. Or the reverb. And this was the FX part. After the deck part, so let's see all the transfer function. You will have your play button, Q button, first Q button, your sync button to match 2 tempo between them, 2 track. Shift button allow you to make a lot of things like the all red sentence here, all red function, bleep, pitch range, key lock, in out, reloop, etc. You can also erase the out cue function. The jog, it's pretty, with this collection of this unit, Numark always puts some big, how can I say, big jogs and big pitch, allow you to make good variation, good modification, good sensation when you mix. So it's pretty cool. So first, the jog can be with or without scratch. Without, you will have bending on the platter and bending on the coral. With scratch, you will have scratch on the platter and bending on the coral. Acceleration, deceleration, of course. You have a bleep function directly with the shift button, and the music still play underneath, so it's pretty cool. Pitch range, you can have ±8, ±16, ±50. And you have the key lock with the pitch, so you can move your pitch and have the modification of the... You can move the tempo with the pitch, but you can also move the tempo without the pitch. So you have the original tone of your track. Okay, and it's done. Let's see the loop section. So you can have an in point, out point with your shift button, in, and after out. You can have auto loop, so you can choose if you want. You have 1 beat, 2 beat, 4 beat, 8 beat. You can decrease or increase the loop when it's played, and you can, if you are in another part of the track, like here, with the shift button, recall the loop anytime. And you can edit the in point and the out point if you want with the shift button too. So it's pretty cool, the loop section. After you will have the hot cues. With Serato DJ Lite you will have 4, and you have 4 functions the same in each menu. You have the starter mode. Starter mode allows you to play the first cue, so like an hot cue. So it could be another hot cue, so it's pretty cool. Let's play pause cue. You see this one? This cue here? I can play it like an hot cue. After you will have all hot cue here. You can record them if you want in your headphone and place it like that, or you can place it directly on when you read the track, and you can erase it with shift button. After you will have an auto loop, another auto loop. The function behind here on the bottom are the same. You will have the start of a track. After you will have let's go to the cue. You will have back and forward, rapid back forward. The auto loop is the same. You will have 8, 4, 2, 1, and same function here. And after you will have fader cuts. Fader cuts are like that. But automatic. You can apply them with a reverb, for example. So you can have 1, 2, 3 options directly with 2 hands. And after, sample. So you can put your own sample directly on the screen. You see you have 1, 2, 3, 4 samples. You can adjust for Serato DJ Lite, adjust the volume and a mute button. Let's see, I took some sample from this track and put it directly. Etc, etc. So you can put your own sample, you can make your own sample and put it directly. So with Serato DJ Pro, the sample part, you see you can choose to play. I took sample because we just talk about it. You can put a loop mode, you can put, if you want to have your sample like that. For example, the first one, just when I touch it, or you can have one touch like that, and it's the end, or you can have loop. So it's pretty cool because you can directly, let's take the track like that, at the good moment like that, you can have your sample directly on your track like that. You see, it match if the sample is really at, for example, 2 or 4 or 8 beats, it will match directly on your track. So there is no big difference on the navigation, it's pretty the same. On the mixer, I told you, you can have the modification of the curve of your fader with your cross fader. The main difference with the mixer part is the FX part. You see, if I took FX here, You can of course choose echo or reverb in your favorite FX, like the word direct on the button, but you can also choose a lot of FX directly. For example, clean echo out. You have you should not touch the button here, but if you play your track like that and you push the FX, maybe 1 bit, you see, it's pretty cool. You can manage the FX directly here. So more FX directly on Serato DJ Pro. So the mixer part is the only thing. After, on the deck part, you will have the quantize and sleep mode functions. You don't have it directly on Serato DJ Lite. And if you don't know what are those functions, feel free to have the link in the beginning of the video. I explain everything about quantize and sleep function. And on the pad, the loop section, the main difference is that you will have 132-bit to 32-bit, so it's larger loop. So you can, for example, make maybe 32-bit, like for example here. You see it's larger on the screen, of course. I think the pitch range is the same. I'm gonna yeah, it's 8, 16, 50, so it's the same. You have the keylog, you have scratch, you have already the reverse, so it's pretty cool. And for the end, let's jump to the pad section. So there is not a lot of difference between Serato DJ Lite and Serato DJ Pro, but the main difference is that you will have 8 pads, and in Serato DJ Lite just 4 pads. So you don't have those functions in the bottom of the pad, but you have 8 pads. For example, for Q, you will have 8 out Q pounds. So 8Q pad after auto loop. What is cool is auto loop. You have, of course, auto loop like that. But if you push the sleep button, you will have little roll. So it's pretty cool. After further cuts, you will have not 4 but 8. So you will have this one, this one, this one. Oh, let's go to music. And sample, like I said, you will have 4 more because you have 4 bank of 8 samples. So if you have, it's the end of the video. So if you have any questions about the Mixtrack Pro FX, feel free to ask under the video or by mail, something like that. Thank you for watching this video and see you next content. Bye bye. Take care, everyone.